my beauty blender just fell. Where'd it go? It was right next to me the whole time. What's up, guys? So I'm just going to be, this is kind of like a get ready with me, and I'm just going to show you the things that I use on a daily basis and some of my favorite things to use. So I already sprayed my face with the Badescu Rosewater. Sprayed my face with that first, and I put some chapstick on my lips. And so now I'm going to go in with the Illuminating Primer by Dr. Brant. This is a Pores No More concealer, so I do like to put it on places that my pores tend to be a little more enlarged, which is like my T-zone. Now I'm just going to go in with the Fenty Beauty Foundation, and I am shade 120, which is really light, very pale. I'm just going to do a couple squirts of that on the back of my hand. And I'm going to go in with my beauty blender. And just buff it out. No, this is a very full coverage foundation, which I do like. But it is drying, very mattifying, which I need because I have very oily skin, by the way. And then you just make sure that it's all blended around your neck, of course. Now, after that is done, I'm going to go in with some concealer, and I like to use Tarte Shape Tape. This color is very fair for me. It is not my shade whatsoever, but it is the only one I have, so we will bear with it. And I'm just going to put some under my eyes. And what I like to do is I like to spray my beauty blender. It's a little bit Fix Plus. And I like to go in and start blending. Going in with the Fix Plus just kind of gives it a little bit more to blend with, because Fix Plus, because Tarte Shape Tape tends to be a little more drying, and because this is not my shade, it is a little fair for me to blend it out, make it look nice. And I do like to bring it up on the eyelid as kind of like a base. I'm sorry if you hear my dogs in the background. Put a little bit on the chin, on the forehead, and a little on the nose. And same as under the eyes, I just go in and I blend it out like this, just to kind of make sure that my whole face is even and not looking crazy. Okay, so now after I do my concealer, I like to set it with powder because I am very oily. It'd be nice if I show you what powder I'm using. So this is my new favorite powder right now. It's the Maybellne Fit Me. It's the loose powder. This is shade number 10, which is really similar to my skin tone. So for baking, I would use a number 5, which is the smallest number, the lightest shade you can go. But I don't have number 5, I have number 10. So I'm also going to be trying out some new brushes I got a couple days ago. It's my Ray Ray collab with Beige Cosmetics, and it came with all of these brushes. So I'm gonna be using this brush. It's the number 3. It's just it's a tapered brush. And I'm gonna take a generous amount and then just set underneath my eyes. This is a nice brush. It's very soft. I like Beige Cosmetic brushes though. So I'm gonna set everywhere that I put that concealer with this powder. And now I did just order the RCMA powder, which I'm super excited to try that out. I ordered that. I ordered some brushes from Morphe, the setting spray from Morphe. What else? I also ordered a Kylie Ultra Glow and the new Casey Holmes lipstick collab. I ordered the color Georgia. So super excited for those things to come in. Now that I set my concealer, I'm going to go in with my contour and bronzer. So for contour, I like to do my contour first and then go in with my bronzer. Only because I don't like a really harsh line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. And I'm going to be using this medium color right here. Take a smaller, I'm going to be taking a smaller tapered brush. This one's by MAC. And I'm just going to go in. And start contouring. So once I have my contour, it's looking a little rough, it's really choppy. That's how I like to do it. I like to hit a little bit on the forehead. A little bit on the forehead just to even it out. Okay, so it looks a little choppy right now. And then I go in with an even fluffier brush and my bronzer. I'm going to be using the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. And then I'm going to take my bronzer and I'm going to just go over the contour and kind of buff it. Now that I'm bronzed, I go in with, I'm going to bake like my under eyes, and I'm going to clean up just that part just a little. So for this, I'm going to go in with my beauty blender and the same powder as before, that loose Maybelline powder. I'm going to dip a generous amount on my sponge like this. And then I'm just going to place it under my eyes and tap like that. And see, like, it is the same color as my skin, so it might be a little hard to see. But if I had a lighter color than number 5, it would be easier to see. So, and then I'm gonna do a little bit on my forehead, my chin, and on the bridge of my nose as well. So while I let that bake, I'm going to do my eyebrows, and I will be back. Okay guys, so now that my eyebrows are on and they're looking a little crazy, I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills, the brow wiz to go through them, and then now I'm just going to use the clear brow gel and kind of set them in place. So I just like to go over them I'm gonna do it in like an upward motion. To kind of just set them all in place. And they are looking a little crazy once I have on my eyeshadow, my eyelashes, mascara, things like that. That look a lot better, I promise. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go in and I'm gonna kind of like sweep away that powder now that it's been sitting there. This is a Crown Royals brush that I got in Boxycharm. And I'm just gonna go in and sweep away that powder. I'm gonna take the leftover powder from brushing away the bake and then just kind of go all over my face with it, just to kind of set the rest of my makeup in place. Okay, so now I'm going to do my my blush, and I'm trying out this new blush by Pretty Vulgar. It's this really nude, natural pink color right here. And I'm going to use this Luxie brush, and it is very, some tap some of it off. And some on my cheeks. Really pretty brush. Okay, so I zoomed you guys in just a little more so you can kind of see better my eyeshadow that I do. I'm not going to do anything spectacular. On a fluffy brush, I'm going to take my favorite transition shade, which is this one right here. Okay, so I'm going to take some of that transition shade and I'm just going to go all over my lid with it. Okay, I kind of switched angles a little bit only for the fact of the lighting, because I am doing, I have my window open and I'm letting the natural light in. So I just took a fluffy brush and I'm just kind of making that color go all over and extending it a little bit right here so we don't have any harsh lines. You know, blending it, blending it, blending it. Okay. So now I'm going to take the color right here, this middle shade right underneath it, to lay that right underneath, a little bit below the shade that I had just put on. And blend that into it. And I'm just going in backwards, like windshield wiper motions, and then like little circles as well. And then just making sure that I got everything blended. Okay, now I'm gonna go into the shade right next to it. Let's see, we just used this shade, so I'm gonna go into the shade right now. I'm gonna place that mainly on the outside corners right here, and then just like work it in a little bit. Like that. Okay, and now I'm gonna go in with that initial transition shade, and I'm just gonna kind of blend everything back out together. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a lighter shade and place it on my lid. But what I'm going to do, because there is some fallout, is I am going to cut the crease, if you will. So I'm just going to put a little bit of concealer on the back of my hand. Just a little bit of that concealer. And outline my lid. Okay, so see, now we have like a line where their shadow isn't transferred onto the lid, and that's just gonna help the pigmentation come out a little better. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in just with a really light color. I actually want to keep it like this, but I'm gonna go in with a white powder on top just to set the concealer. So I'm going in with a really light, almost white shade. This one right here. And I'm just gonna pack it down. And then just kind of blend in the edges where the concealer would have stopped. Just ever so lightly. So you're left with, you know, kind of like a halo look on the outside, but then your lid is still white. So I'm gonna hurry up, do the other eye off camera, and then I'll be right back. Alright guys, so now that my eyes are both looking the same, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with, I'm gonna do the under eye now, and what I'm gonna go in with is the same color, this transition shade color right here that we went in with. I'm gonna just kind of smudge it all over the bottom lash. So I'm gonna take this like smudger brush. I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna smudge it all underneath the eye. I just stuck it in my eye. I'm just gonna go in and smudge it out. I'm gonna get my handy dandy mirror again. And this brush, it's a little smaller. It's a little dirty. Alright, and we're gonna go in with that dark red that we used. And I'm just gonna place that at the outer corners of my eyes right here. Just like that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with a highlight. I'm going to do an under the brown highlight and an inner corner highlight. I'm going to go in with the new, I've never used this before and I'm so excited. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy highlighter. It won't focus. But y'all. Oh wow, that's so beautiful. The inner corners. Under the brow bone. I am obsessed. Oh, look how beautiful. It literally looks like my face is wet. I like to set my face before I put on my mascara just so it doesn't run. So I'm going to be using the Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray. It has glitter in it, so you have to shake it up really good. Alright, now I'm just going to finish it off with some mascara, and I'm using the Lancome Monsieur Big Mascara. I need to get mascara all over my contact. Like, wow, what do lashes do to make a difference in your makeup look? It's amazing. Okay, and lastly, I'm just going to go in with a little bit of lipstick. This is the Girlatik MAC Liquid Paint in Posh. Alright guys, and that is it. That's all that I did. I am finished. That is the things that I use on a daily basis, my favorite products, my favorite things to use right now. I tried out a few new of my favorites that I'm going to definitely keep using, like this highlighter right here, Super Glide, that I tried it out, that I bought it. All of the brushes, the new brushes that I got, this is just a few of them. I really like these, super soft. I can't wait to play around with them more. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my little get ready with me look, and please stay tuned for more videos.